everyone! I'm so excited to share this with you because every now and then there's a moment when someone's journey feels meaningful not just to them but to a whole place. This is one of those moments. We're talking about Jamal Roberts, the Meridian, Mississippi native who's been making waves since winning American Idol Season 23. Now Jackson is honoring him in a big way. Mayor John Horn is giving Jamal the key to the city. This isn't just a nice gesture. It's a symbol of recognition, respect, and a sign that Jamal Roberts is becoming a name that carries weight not just nationally, but deeply here at home. Let me start with some background because Jamal's story is richer and more inspiring when you understand where he came from. He's from Meridian, Mississippi, a city he loves, though he's spoken openly about its challenges. He grew up singing in church, playing drums, performing in choir. His grandparents had key roles in his spiritual upbringing. One was a bishop, the other a deacon. From the time he was 2 years old, people knew he had a gift. He was in church every time he could be, singing, ushering, making music. And yes, all those early moments mattered. Before he was famous, Jamal had a job that grounded him. He was a PE teacher at Crestwood Elementary in Meridian. He talked about how teaching kids was more than work. It meant being a role model, being present, being part of his hometown in a daily way. He's also a father of 3 daughters, Harmony, Lyric, and Gianna. And he often says they are his motivation. Everything he does with them in mind. Now, his road to the Idol crown was not easy or straight. He auditioned for American Idol 3 separate times before finally getting all the way and winning. There were rejections, feedback about needing more training, times when people told him his voice wasn't ready, but he kept going. One of the things he said is that he took the no, learned, improved, came back. That persistence is a big part of what makes this key to the city matter. On May 18th, 2025, everything changed. In a finale filled with emotion, Jamal Roberts was crowned winner of American Idol Season 23. He beat out John Foster and Brianna Nix. His performance of Her Heart by Anthony Hamilton in that finale left people in tears. Judges and fans were moved not just by his voice, but by his heart. At 27 years old, and as a father and teacher, he made a statement. Authenticity, resilience, and staying true to yourself still resonate. After that win, Jamal Roberts didn't slow down. He released his debut single called Mississippi, a tribute to the state that shaped who he is. The song has resonated with people. It cracked the top 5 on Billboard's R&B and hip-hop digital sales charts. And there's Heal, his rendition of a Tom Odell song that he also sang in the Idol finale. That version went to number 1 on Billboard's Hot Gospel Songs chart, which is a really big deal, because it's the first time an American Idol winner has done that. It's proof that he can work across genres, that his soul and gospel roots still anchor him, and that people respond when you sing with truth. Now comes the part I want to linger on. Jackson giving him the key to the city. According to multiple reports, Mayor John Horn's office announced that Jamal Roberts will be presented this symbolic key at the Jackson Convention Complex during a concert in support of Alcorn State Athletics. The key to the city is reserved for people whose talent and leadership bring positive recognition to Jackson. It's more than fame. It's influence, representation, giving back, elevating the city. Mayor Horn said something powerful, that Jamal's story is a testament to resilience, authentic storytelling, and the enduring influence of soul music rooted in Mississippi. By giving him the key, Jackson is not just celebrating Jamal's success, but also honoring his role as an ambassador for the state, for Jackson, and for places like Meridian that often feel unseen in large narratives. It's interesting to note that earlier this summer, Jamal declined a similar honor, a key to the city from Laurel, Mississippi. He did that because there were negative comments and threats tied to one of his concerts, some people even saying they'd bring guns. That choice shows he's serious about what recognition means, not just the ceremony, but the safety, respect, and the message. It also shows he has boundaries and values. Jackson giving him the key now, in contrast, feels especially meaningful, the community standing fully behind him. Another detail. While Jackson is recognizing him with this honor, Jamal's performances and upcoming plans are stretching well beyond Mississippi. He is set to join Brandy and Monica on the Boy Is Mine tour this fall. There are 27 stops, beginning in Cincinnati, Ohio on October 16th and ending December 14th in Jacksonville, Florida. The closest shows to Mississippi will be in Memphis, October 30th, Birmingham, Alabama, November 15th, and New Orleans, December 5th. So even if he doesn't have a tour stop in Mississippi yet, according to the announced schedule, he has been clear in interviews that in-state shows are in his heart, that he doesn't want to move away from where he grew up. What does all this mean in a bigger sense? It means that Jamal's recognition is not superficial. It's not just a trophy or a title. It's one of those stories that underscores hope, that people from small towns, from places that aren't always in the spotlight, can rise, can hold on to who they are and be honored for it. It means that Jackson is acknowledging that someone who carries his home with him, in his music, in his choices, in his presence, deserves to be lifted up. Also, this moment shows what leadership looks like for artists nowadays. It's not just singing well, it's authenticity. It's standing for something. It's showing up for your roots. It's protecting your integrity. When Jamal declined the Laurel Key because of threats, that was him saying, no recognition is worth compromising safety or peace. Choosing Jackson now, under different circumstances, feels like the right fit. Recognition grounded in respect. For the people of Mississippi, and especially for kids in Meridian, Jackson towns all over the state, this is a signal. Talent matters, yes, but so does how you carry yourself, how you represent where you come from, how you handle success when it comes. Jamal's voice, his story of teaching, fatherhood, growing up, losing and persisting, loving his home. These things give more weight to the honor of the key to the city. Now, in Jackson on that evening when they hand him that key, I want you to imagine the music, the crowd, the applause, the idea that someone who was once just a teacher stepping into a gym or standing shy in a small church choir now stands under lights, being recognized not just nationally but by his own capital city. That's the kind of full circle moment people love, because it ties together journey and acknowledgement. Before I close, there are a few reflections worth keeping in mind. 1. Success doesn't erase the past. It draws it into conversation. When we know where someone is from, how hard it was, how many times they got no, it doesn't subtract from what they have now. It elevates it. 2. Recognizing artists like Jamal Roberts means opening up spaces for others. It means young people in Mississippi hearing, yes, your voice matters. It means someone saying, I want to see you succeed, not just commercially, but in ways that respect who you are. 3. Honors like the key to the city carry weight when they are given not just for fame, but for consistent integrity and influence. And in Jamal's case, from what the community has seen so far, that seems exactly what is happening. So if you're watching this, I hope you feel something in this. I hope you see that this is more than a story about an idol winner. It's a story about someone choosing to stay grounded, staying kind, staying real, and being lifted by that. It's about what happens when a city sees someone, acknowledges someone, lets them know they belong. If this has inspired you, if stories like this, of rising up, staying true, representing that sense of home, are the kind you want more of, I'd love for you to subscribe to this channel. We'll be watching Jamal's steps, seeing where he goes next, and bringing you more stories like this. Thanks for staying with me.